Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to Princess Ninja Keto. Today is going to be short and sweet. I'm going to be giving you a brief explanation by request about our March challenge, the rules, so pay attention. It's coming up next. I'm going to show you everything that I'm eating. I'm not going to show you my meal prep today because I show you my meals every day and then that just kind of gets mundane. I will show you meal prepping when it creates the need for me to like prepare a big dish or something, and I'll do a cooking segment. But I just have like lunch meat roll-ups. I did a little different this time, and I'll explain to you about that tomorrow. I swore today that I was going to go to church, which I did, and that I was going to take a chill day. I wasn't going to do anything. I was just going to relax, blah, 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 blah. And I failed at that, because it is like noon and I took this really pretty plant in here and I took a bunch of clippings to start a new plant. I, of course, am getting my spare bathroom ready for my daughter and her boyfriend, who are going to stay here and watch the dogs next week, or this week, the end of this week coming. How do I even say that? When we go away this weekend for hubby's birthday weekend. So they're going to be staying at the house, watching the dogs for us, watching the house. So I went and freshened up the spare bedroom and bathroom. I put a new drop-in in the back of the toilet tank so that the water would be nice and fresh. I sanitized everything, disinfected the toilet seat. No one ever uses that bathroom, but you know, I just want it to be nice and welcoming when they get here. I have given Toby a bath. I've blow dried him. He's due to get groomed this weekend, but I haven't found out if Elizabeth will be able to take him to his appointment or not. So I went ahead and gave him a bath. He now smells like lavender. Wonderful. I used that spray and blueberry conditioner on him, and that smells so good. But he needs his nails done and things like that, it's better to get done at the groomers. Let's see, what else? Oh, and I did my bathroom. Not a deep clean. I didn't get down and scrub tile or anything like that, but I did clean my nice, beautiful garden tub. I won't use that for a while just because it takes so long to clean. But because I gave Toby a bath this morning, it was pretty dirty. I did my mirrors. I cleaned up the counters. I did my sinks, this mirror here. I kind of organized this beautiful mess here. I need to get some more makeup. I'm almost out of foundation. Even though since we've gone to mask, I really don't wear foundation because, yeah, the masks, I'm having issues with acne anyway. So I learned a whole new song. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. That's about all I got. Next, you're going to hear an in-detailed description of the rules and the process for March Madness that starts tomorrow, 3, 2, 1. I had a couple people say they really didn't understand the rules. So I put a little video segment in here, kind of explaining it and breaking it down. I hope it made it easier to understand. All right, I've had a few of you comment and message me saying you're not really understanding the March Fitness Challenge. So basically, this represents 1 week of working out with 3 rest days. So we've got 4 routines we're going to do throughout a week. This is my week 1 in the March 3-2-1 challenge. The reason I'm calling it the 3-2-1 challenge is because I'm going to improve my fitness by 3, improve my fitness by 2, improve my fitness by 1. This represents 4 of my workouts within a week, just like we did for February, faster, further, fiercer, right? Only we're going to do add 3, add 2, add 1. It's the same concept. So I've chosen squats, Russian twists, and downward dog into a plank. You can pick any 3 exercises that you want. That's how many repetitions of that exercise I'm going to do. So on my week 1, day 1, I'm going to do 10 squats, 3 twists, and 3 downward dog. The next time I do that exercise on the second day of fitness, it would be week 1, day 2, add 3. So I've simply added 3 to the amount of repetitions I'm going to do of each one of these exercises. Week 1, day 3, because it's 3 times I've worked out, right? I'm going to add 2. So the last workout I did 13, I'm going to add 2, add 2, add 2. On the final day of week 1, exercise day 4, I'm going to add just 1. So I'm going to go from 15 to 16, 8 to 9, 8 to 9. The catch is that when we start week 2, remember this is week 1, when we start week 2, this now is our starting number. So on week 2, day 1, it's going to be 16, 9, and 9. So then we're going to add 3 to that. Week 2, day 2, it would be 16, 17, 19, 9, and 9. And then you would add 2, 21, 11 and 11, and then you would add 1, be 23, 12, and 12. And then on week 3, that would be your starting point. So please do not engage in any exercise unless you talk to your doctor first. If you are injured, do not do any exercises that have not been approved by your doctor. I'm not a doctor. Pick a number that's not overly ambitious, something that you can build on, because this type of fitness challenge is a progressive fitness challenge. And by week 3 and week 4, these numbers are going to get pretty big. So pick something you know you can obtain, pick something that you know you can build on, and we're going to just do an amazing job in March. I hope that explains how the challenge works, but you can email me at the email address you see on the screen here and ask me for the March fitness PDF, and I will send you a PDF file so you can kind of track your fitness for the month of March. I appreciate you guys so much, and I hope that clarifies things. All right, guys, I'm putting a new spin on my sandwich roll-up since so many of you like those. I have my lunch meats here on the plate just to kind of conserve some time. So the place that I get my lunch meats does thin cut, right? So when you pre-order your lunch meat to be picked up, you can do a thin cut, and I like my roast beef and my London broils cut really super thin. You can see through them, pull apart very easy. I've got myself some sandwich pepperoni, and I've got myself what they call a sandwich cut. You see how thin that is, right? But then they have what they call a dinner cut. Do you see how thick that is? Like if I compare it to a slice of this, you can definitely see the difference, right? This is a standard piece of lunch meat. This is what they call the dinner cut. So I lay my dinner cut piece here, and of course I'm going to cut it in half because I'm actually going to use this dinner piece of meat as my bread. I'm going to use it as bread. So I only want a tiny bit of mayonnaise because a little goes a long way. We're going to use just a little bit of mustard because a little goes a long way. And then I'm just going to take my knife, and this should seem pretty self-explanatory, but you'd be amazed. So we're just going to get a nice even and kind of mix it up as we go. Clean the knife off. I'd lick it, but yeah, I'm videotaping. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lay out my pepperoni. This pepperoni is really thin sliced. I'm going to lay my pepperoni down, right? Then I'm going to come with the really thin cut shaved meats and just layer that. I want a good distribution of lunch meat so that you get like the taste and flavor all the way through. And of course, we're not going to put the bacon on there just because I'm going to eat the bacon by itself. Now watch this. And there is my sandwich. So if your deli provides this, just be warned. This was the turkey meat, and this was the meat that was on sale this week for $6.99 a pound. The dinner cut only got me 7 slices this thick, but you only need 1 slice to make this big sandwich because you're going to cut it in half and use half for your bread, right? To hold all your fixings. You can put pickle slices in there. You can put jalapeno rings. You can put lettuce, whatever you want, right? I'm just giving you ideas here. But so for $6.99, that gives me 7 sandwiches, right? I can do 7 of these sandwiches. Or You can use the thick cuts to dice up and put in a chef's salad, or you can use the thick cuts to dice up and put in an omelet. So get creative, guys. For $6.99, you can have 7 sandwiches, right? And it feels like bread. It's not bread though, and it won't kick you out of ketosis. I hope you like the idea. Let me know what you think. Have you ever done it? All right, guys, I did a beautiful New York strip with just a little bit of rosemary butter and some roasted broccoli. All right, guys, so let's wrap it up and talk about how I did for the month of February. I got to look at some cheat notes down here. All right, I ended last week with an average weigh-in of 183.8. This week, I'm ending with 184.3 for a gain of a half a pound. However, my lowest weight last week was 180.8, and I fluxed up 5 pounds of water weight. I'm still retaining a lot of water. I'm struggling to get my electrolytes right, and I'm sure once I get that taken care of, that my body will let go of the extra water. I'm not worried about the weight gain. I have not done anything at all to cause weight gain, and I have lost 1.5 inches off my waistline in the month of February. So huge victory. Another victory that I experienced was a 17-year, 18-year lowest weigh-in of 180.8. I had a non-scale victory of absolutely not one single cheat or sweet for the month of February. I was aces. I was absolutely perfect. I walked 141 miles, and I sponsored a fitness challenge where it forced me to do a little harder, a little better every single day, 4 days a week for 4 weeks. I started January 1st at 188.9. So overall for the year 2021, if I go by today's weigh-in versus January 1st, I am down 4.1 pounds for the year so far, and I've lost 2.5 inches off my waist. So that's pretty awesome. I can't wait to get into March's challenge with you guys. And you know, next week is going to be super exciting. I'm starting tomorrow, and once again, I have decided to do 10. I'm going to start with 10 squats, 3 downward dog to planks, and 3 Russian twist. And by the end of the week, it ought to get really interesting. So I can't wait to see y'all there. I'll see you tomorrow, guys, with another daily vlog. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.